Hello, YouTube. It is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Come on in. We're going to talk about all things going live and monetizing your expertise. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining. I am live, friends. So we're going to talk about all things going live. I appreciate you all joining me. And so we're going to get started in just a second. I want to make sure you all know how to get a hold of me. And so turn this down. I appreciate you all joining the live. And we're going to get started. How you doing? Yes, Michelle. How are you, friend? So here's something I did. So I tried to schedule this so to play later, and I did not realize I was scheduling it for the live to start, not for it to be available for people to see in the on the playlist. So with that being said, I was late because I was like, wait a minute, I think I made a mistake. So I went back and changed it. But how you doing? How's everything going? You said I am well. I asked that already. So let me get to my TikTok. Yeah, that was a blunder. I would have been here like 5 minutes earlier. I came on and I was live and I didn't get the notification because usually it pops up on my screen. Yeah, I was working on the schedule. Yeah. And I am going to go live tonight. I think we said 6:30. So I'm going to do that exclusive live where I am going live and chatting about all things YouTube in my experience. Yeah, you didn't get the first notification. When I went back to look at what I actually did, I read it and it was like you're scheduling to actually go live at that time as opposed to when it would post. In my mind, it was like, oh, well, they'll post at this time. No, it was actually the go live time. And it was for tomorrow, actually. So that wasn't right. But yeah, so I am going to do that. It's still on my schedule to go live tonight. And I'll announce that. I just have to be a little bit more better with my announcing. I got a couple things that I'm doing. I'm actually supposed to be doing a battle tomorrow. So that will be fun. And so that'll be my first one. You can private anything you want, anything you don't want to keep. Okay. That's good to know. Add a post reminder for your audience. Okay. I'll do that after this and just let people know I'm coming on. I did not promote it. You're right. I should have done it last night, actually, or a couple days ago, just to give people a suitable heads up, enough time. But thank you for that reminder. I did not do that. So, and then TikTok, we'll see how this goes. I did what's called Service Plus. I'll talk about that with you all too. I'm doing my sub-only live tomorrow. So I added that and we'll see how it goes. I'm still evaluating. We need a system of symbols to communicate. Oh, well, let's talk about that Friday. I need to schedule us for Friday too. So let me write a note for myself because when I say that out loud, I was like, I never sent the calendar invite. So let me do that. But that is a check. That's what I was like, okay, a symbol. All right. Let's see. I'm doing my little to-do list real quick. Post on YouTube. And we called it an exclusive live. I need to schedule the Friday. Everything is getting so. That's a good thing. It's a good thing to be busy. I cannot complain. Sometimes I want to think about it, have second thoughts about it. It's like, don't complain. These are all good things. I Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure. I know I have a meeting today, so I think I have a hard stop. So I always have to look at my calendar to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay. Okay. Make sure I'm not missing anything going on. Okay. So I got to put some of the stuff on my calendar. Oh, that's good. Put this in the way. Okay. Okay, that's perfect. And honestly, me too. I was saying I need to be better with my time, more efficient. Yeah. Yeah, I need to be more efficient. So I just got to get better with it. I keep saying that to myself. I don't get to chatting. I think it's just the nature of my lives, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I think it builds, that rapport with the community. But my timing is off. It's definitely off. I'm not as efficient, so I feel like on the back end I'm rushing. So I gotta figure that out because it's not going to be effective for the long run. When you see that means that the 90 minutes has passed. Okay. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. I just went live. But thank you for that. Somebody's like 90 minutes. Thank you so much. Good morning, TikTok. It is Dr. Lisa. Launch your income. Come in. Thank you so much for joining. We're going to talk about all things going live and monetizing your expertise. Miss Jess, thank you for joining. Susan, thank you for joining. Come in. We're going to get to chatting, friends. I appreciate you, Bren, Jeffrey, Julia. Thank you all. Trixie, how you doing, friend? Just got access to today to go live. Look at you, Liz. Coming in the room with the good news. How are you, friend? Congratulations. Look at there. You said, I just wanted to come in and tell you. I appreciate that. You just made my day. Good morning. You said, let me tell you first before I even say good morning. I appreciate it, friend. Come in. How you doing, Stevie? And virtual. How you doing, friend? Virtual lives. How's everything going? You said, hi, hi. Elisa, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, I'm proud of you. So you're so excited. I know you are. So are you going to go live now that you have access, friend? Are you going to go live? I appreciate it. He said, I'm well, thanks. Thank you so much. Mari Exa, how you doing, friend? Thank you so much. Elisa is a beautiful name. It is, friend. Thank you so much. And I'm scared, but yes, I'll try it out. Okay, okay. Do it scared. That's what I say. That's the motto. Do it scared. If you overthink it, you won't do it. You'll put it off. You'll say, why am I doing this? What's going on? All the things. So thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. What does Elisa mean? I have no idea. I have no idea, but we're gonna find out. True. Yes, do it. How you doing, Alicia? How's everything going? I appreciate you, friend, for being here. Yeah, so just do it. Do it, Liz. You got to go. Now that you have access, TikTok is giving you access. Good morning, friend. Has given you access. Just take advantage of it. And again, as you do it, don't search for perfection. Don't try to strive for perfection. Essentially, do it and just keep doing it. And it gets easier. The first couple of times, it's a little awkward, uneasy, but at the same time, as you practice makes progress. You'll get better. So don't overthink it. You said, good morning. I'm here. Just left Orlando. Did you really? You were in Orlando? Were you flying? Were you like at the airport? Because I know you're a pilot. Awesome. Awesome. Excellent. Yes. Yes, friend. Just keep doing it. All my friends who are coming in, Mom Coach, thank you so much for being here. Quote Queen for Reels, thank you so much for joining. I see you all coming in. BJ, how are you? How's everything going, friend, with your lives? Have you started? Let me know if you started. I know you were waiting to transition from business to personal. Let me know what the status is. Let me know how that's going for you. It should be right at the 30 days. Um, You're very nice. Thank you so much. Soft, I think you meant soft voice, but I love it. I think that's what you meant. Let me know. I want to know if I'm making sure I have the right words. Um, no, taking grouchy people home to New York. I love it. Okay. Awesome. Hello. Thank you so much, friends. I see you all here to engage. Hello, everyone. Awesome. This is the right room. This is the engaging room. That's what we do. Digital grandma, hello, friend. You said almost, but not yet. Okay. Okay. Keep me posted. Hi, Doc. How you doing, E. Danielle? How's everything going, friend? Um, and how's your live journey going? Thank you so much. Rainbow, thank you so much for being here. Sure, you're welcome. Are you okay? My voice sounds different. It sounds congested and raspy and all of the above. You know what? The allergies are really catching me lately. My son is sick also, so I think I'm getting some of those preschool germs that's coming in. So yes, it's definitely raspy. You have to pop in one of my lives at night. I cook steak on live. You said you did. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. You put your time in. Because your time is usually when I'm scrolling. So I think I'm able to come. It just depends on what time of day. And then what's happened lately, I'll just be transparent and honest with you all. I've gotten busier in the evenings. There's a couple of things that's happening. Um, we're preparing for a wedding. So there's a wedding that my friend is going to. So my son is in the wedding. And so what ends up happening is that I'm talking to her in the evening and I don't get a chance to scroll the way I want to. That's happened the past couple nights. And then beyond that, um, the YouTube stuff that's happening, I'm trying to post over there, trying to do things. So that's taking up a little bit of my time and then posting over here. So I'm a little busy. And then I find myself catching up with my community too, the Instagram community. I'm chatting with people, making sure I get people in the group. So I was just saying to Yes, Michelle Crochets, I need to figure out my time because my time in my live, if I go longer, it eats up some time that I would have to do some other administrative things. And I just find myself just really bogged with I'm losing time. So I'm trying to figure out my timing. My timing has been really off lately. Us too, my toddler's sick too. Really, Liz? Oh gosh. Yes, the toddler germs. All of that is happening. And I just told you all the other stuff that I'm doing. So that's what's happening. Fine, thanks. It's going. I gotta get my connection issue resolved. Okay. How are you? I'm doing better. Unless I just gotta get my time management better. That's what's happening lately. It's a lot. I know it gets crazy. It does. It does. And then I said I was going to do this today. So two things that's happening, and that's a whole nother thing. I co-stream on YouTube, so I'm co-streaming. So I'm going to do an exclusive YouTube only stream tonight to talk about my journey. So that's something I'm doing. I'm also committing to do my one battle in April. So we'll see. The person messaged me. We need to message back just to confirm everything's good to go. But I may be doing that tomorrow, so I'll announce that as well. So I'll keep you guys posted. So there's a lot of little things I'm doing, but I'm going to be in the streets. I said I'm going to be in the streets. I just saw the TikTok streets. That is, I just saw the TikTok studio will allow post scheduling. Oh, okay. I like that. I could use that. I could definitely use that. Thank you. Oh, is it there already? Let me know if you have it. Dr. Lisa, what field are you in a docs? So curious. We appreciate you. Liz, I am a PhD, not an MD, PhD in leadership and education. My concentration was higher ed administration. That's what I did 10 years ago. 2014, I got my degree. Thank you for sharing your information experience. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much. So yeah, my career has been higher ed and higher ed adjacent as of the last 5 years. I've worked for a couple companies that have done online program management for colleges and universities. Yeah, social media idea, a job. It is a job. It is a whole part-time job. It is a job. Good morning. Love your live host family. Thank you so much. How you doing, Empowered? Thank you so much for being here. We are just going to get chatting. If you do one battle, you're hooked. No, I've done one. I'm not hooked. I did it back, I think March 3rd was the actual first battle. And I did the one, and it's now at the end of April. I said I was going to do one a month. And so I'm almost at the end of April. So I said I was going to try to commit. That's why I'm trying to get it in before the month is over so I can stay with my commitment. That's how my mind works. Like, I did say I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. Um, but no, I'm not hooked. I mean, it's a thing. It's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's fun, but it's not something I want to continue to do. He said, nice. Yes, I haven't used it yet. I'll let you know when I do. So, Danielle, do you see it? Do you see it as a feature? That's what I'm asking. Like, I don't recall seeing it, but maybe I need to click around a little bit more on that screen where you put the, where you could put your hashtags and all that stuff, the location. I probably need to click in there, but I haven't seen it. I feel like I did. I just posted. So, I didn't click around this post, but the one before I did. So I'm not sure. Funny you're talking about managing time. I was asked yesterday, what are my hours? Really? Yes. You got to put your hours, your live host hours. Is that what you're talking about? Your live host empowered? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. But yeah, put your hours. Put your hours. You are scheduled content on. You can schedule content on PC. So live studio. You got to have the live studio. You could do it that way. Okay. I said I was gonna. I keep getting notifications about live studio, so I said I'm gonna post. So, or download it and put it on my computer here and see if I can make that happen. Dee Dee, how you doing, friend? Jasmine, is Gabrielle relationship? Gabrielle girlfriend a good person? I don't know. Who's let me know if you're on topic. I don't think you are. Amazing, KK. Is there a topic today? You know what? So this is my level up conversation. Let me know, Chronicles. Kirkland Chronicles, have you been here? Let me know if you have a question, because that we can go that direction too. But my level up conversation is typically helping you think about your brand. And so I talk a lot about making sure you're talking to your target audience. But you'll get people who come in the room and ask specific questions. So that is something else I do. What is the purpose of battles? See, there's a question. Battles is a form of monetization. I said that because essentially you do monetize when you battle, but essentially it's building community. It's another way. I put it in the entertainment bucket. So if you think about education, I feel like I'm in the education bucket. I'm a learn room, but there's an entertainment component that happens on TikTok, and then there's an inspiration. So I put it in the entertainment bucket. Okay, good to know. Yes, so that's again how I think about battles. So it's a good way to build community for people to come and engage. And if you have a team of supporters, they come and support your battle. So that's essentially what it is. It's part of entertainment on the app. And so some people do it quite frequently. They make it part of their engagement strategy on the app and on TikTok in particular. But yeah, that's not something I'm overly excited about doing all the time. Let's see. Good morning. How you doing, Holly Cube? How's everything going, friend? Good morning. Good morning. Is the game room in your it's the game room in your neighborhood. Is that what you mean? The game room? Is that what you mean? Like in these TikTok streets is when you go to the game room, that's the battle room. I like that analogy. But you're right. That's essentially what it is. Yes. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, friends, let's do this because I usually want to spend a little time activating the room. Good morning, Anthony. How are you? And I want to talk about that. I know a lot of people will come to my live and talk very specifically about not getting engagement and people connecting. So I want to do that. TikTok also put out there, I'm going to do the flash goal. It is there. I'm going to pin it. They just put that up. So we'll set that out there too. And then I'll tell you all something I did lately. Thank you so much for the heart puffs. Something I did lately was add the Service Plus feature. I'm evaluating it. I'm trying to decide if I like it or not, but it is there. And so I could talk about that as well. I'll probably bring that up to my subs so we can kind of talk about that as another way to make sure your community knows about the services you offer. It also highlights your subscription. So I know someone wanted me to kind of do a deeper dive on subscriptions. So I'm going to do that. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. My sub only live is tomorrow at 6:30. And then if I battle, I'm going to be battling tomorrow at 5 o'clock. That's the tentative time. So I'll put a post about that. I'll let people know that that's happening as well. So I may do a battle tomorrow at 5. You inspired me to have a great live yesterday. Oh, did you? What did you do? Pinned, researched my topic, and had a great stream. Look at you. Okay, so thank you for sharing that. That's probably what I'll do. How you doing, Happy? Say happy. How's everything going, friend? I um I talked about that yesterday because someone asked the question about who did I go to in terms of who do I recommend as live host. And I said, well, you know what? Before I talk about who I recommend, I think there's something to be said about making sure you research your topic, engage with people who are in your niche. You just don't want to keep researching people who are teach you how to go live because that's all the algorithm is going to show you. So we'll talk about that too, because I want you guys to be intentional about that research piece, especially as you think about your target audience. I go live, but not a lot of people come in. And what can I do? I I'm shy. Dee Dee. So what I was just alluding to is going to be the key. It's going to be the key to what your live looks like. Okay. TikTok wants you to engage, but they want you to engage outside the app as well. I mean, outside the live too. So as you can tell, my allergies are kicking me really bad today. I should have took an extra allergy pill because I took one yesterday. And so I think it's wearing off. Good morning. How you doing, Yayo? Let me get some water real quick. Okay, that's better. You said this is your shopping page. Okay. Awesome. How are you, friend? Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, friends. I'm sorry about that. Hey, let me know what time you come on. I'll support you a lot. I'll support you definitely. Support me. Are you talking about broadly to other people? I think you're talking to Dee Dee. Dee Dee. That's somebody you want to connect with. TikTok Shop, exactly what I wanted to discuss. Do subscribers get a consultation? Do subscribers get a consultation? Do subscribers get a consultation to TikTok Shop? My subs here, are you talking about my subscriptions? My subscriptions don't necessarily pertain to TikTok Shop. It's the Ask Me Anything, my lives, when I do my sub only lives. So if that's the topic you want to bring there, you can absolutely do that. Yeah, so that's part of the subscription. Considering TikTok Shop on my backup page. Yes, that's a good one. Okay. Yeah, you definitely want to do it on a backup page because TikTok Shop, if you go about it the right way, it's a whole thing. It's something that you really got to invest a lot of time into. Okay. And it's good for another stream of monetization, but it is a thing. So, um, hello, everyone. You said, yes, subscriptions here. I want to discuss my business model for TikTok. You know what? You probably need a one-on-one. I wouldn't do it here. If you're talking about a one-on-one, let me know because that's probably what you want to schedule where you could talk about something. We could spend a little bit more time and do a deeper dive. The subscribers, typically my sub only lives, I keep it focused on TikTok as a topic. Don't get me wrong. Getting subscriptions, different monetization. But when it comes to like strategy, bigger strategy, that's probably a one-on-one conversation where I can tailor it just to you and your business model. So we could talk about that. But again, if you want to subscribe, you could definitely do that and attend tomorrow's sub only live. Really quickly, TikTok Shop. What I'm coordinating is where I have a live host that I work that I'm friendly with, and she just opened a live host agency for TikTok Shop. So that's a different, it's not like your creator network program. It's not like the live host experience here. Her focus is on TikTok Shop going live, and it's a different program. I think it's called the Accelerator program, that those are for TikTok Shop live host. So she teaches you how to use your live to essentially, oh, you did subscribe. Look at your friend. Thank you so much for the subscription. You said I'm subscribing anyway. I love it. So she's going to come. We're coordinating a time for maybe Saturday at 4 p.m. So my Saturday live, I will have a guest, and she's going to talk about her program. And I thought it was really helpful because obviously I talk about going live. I talk about how to get TikTok Shop. I talk about even once you get it, here's some tips and strategies you want to think about with product selection and those type of things. She actually takes it a step further and she says, okay, I'm going to support you with monetizing as you go live, which then doing shoppable lives. So you see people who will do shoppable lives that's focused on kind of the QVC method. You'll see people who are doing shoppable lives where they're really having different promos and other things that they're offering, and they're paying attention obviously to the seller in terms of what deals they have. So she's going to teach you that. And so I think that's a unique way to look at it. You said I do shoppable lives too. Yes. So she's going to give you some business strategies in terms of her program, and I guess her coaching and course is that you said I do shoppable lives and videos. Yes. So she's going to teach you that strategy. So her agency is called Live Legion. I wanted to say Legend, but I know it's Legion. I think it's Live Legion. And so she's with that agency. And you said I definitely need that help. Yep, yep. So I want to make sure I bring different things to you all to support your journey. Shoppable lives is a great way to make money. There's people making a lot of money doing the shoppable lives. So to have the right support to understand how to make sure you are talking to people and you are speaking to the features and the benefits of products and you are able to get sales that way. That's a great way to do it. Now, don't get me wrong. If you pick the right product and have a great shoppable video and you know what is trending, that means you pick the right product and you know what's trending. Your content can kind of ride that trending wave and do well. So your shoppable content, shoppable videos could do well. But shoppable lives, you got people who are here. You got a target audience. So you got to know how to navigate this space too, and you can get sales this way. So I want to bring that to you all. She'll come in. Her name is Jess. She's awesome. She's done she has a live she's a live host also, but she's now pivot her page to focusing on her agency. So I can respect that. I get it. And I love the idea. So I'll bring her in. Like I said, we said Saturday at 4. I just want to confirm that. But that'll be a time where you all can connect with her. Her page, if I'm not mistaken, and I keep saying this because I want to say Legion. I think it's Legion. It's Live Legion Agency. So that's her page. Live Legion Agency. And I'm trying to picture, I think Legion. I might be wrong. It might be Legend. Is one of them. But yeah, if you search that, you can check her out. And so I will have the name by tomorrow or by tonight. First gift you ever sent. Look at you, Lisa. Look at you. Awesome. Thank you for the daily heart me. I see you. Thank you so much for joining the live. I just sent you a message. Thank you so much, please. Okay, I'll definitely review it after my session here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, friend. All right, MJ, Darlene, Coach Miss Jessie. I see you all coming in. TT, hi, your friend. How's everything going, T? I appreciate you being here. Should I use my other phone for just my TikTok shop only? Why did you say your other phone? What does that mean? What did you mean by your other phone? You mean your other account? So since people are asking about TikTok shop, really quickly, and Holly Q, you said this. You have another account. If you are doing TikTok shop, when I talk about this being an algorithm, it is a best practice to have a separate account that focuses on TikTok shop. You said no, you have 2 phones. I don't know. I don't know if it just depends on the phone quality. Is that what you mean? It's 2 different phone numbers. It just depends on your phone quality for TikTok shop. You're thinking like the videos would look better with the other phone, maybe? Maybe that's what you're saying. I think that's fine. Yeah. If the phone is a better quality phone where your videos come out clearer, I could see that being the case. Good morning, we need to connect. I actually have sometime this week. Okay. Send me a, you're on Instagram too, IG. Send me an IG message. That's probably better because we could voice message, or you can do TikTok, whichever one makes sense. That's totally fine, friend. We can't log into one account with 2 different devices. No, you cannot. It's just one device per account. So when you're talking about logging into like this account and then taking your tablet and logging into this account, you can't do that. No, you can't. There has to be 2 different accounts. Yeah. I taught that's what another account means. Oh, no. You said I found her page. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Good. No, if you have Live Legend, yep, Legion, that's it, Live Legion Agent. Yeah, thank you so much. I was like, I know it's one of them, Live Legion. Okay, so that's the agency. Thank you so much, Coach Miss Jessie, for getting that for me. I appreciate you, friend. And so when it comes to TikTok Shop, because you are ideally in a perfect world, you are posting a lot of shoppable video content. So the algorithm sees that, and that you could potentially confuse the algorithm. That's one thing you want to keep in mind. If your content is specific to a certain niche, certain content pillars, when you start talking about different products and doing shoppable lives or shoppable videos, it could take your algorithm in a different direction. So a best practice is to have a separate account just for your TikTok shop where you're focusing on shoppable video content. So that's the best practice. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Savvy mom finance. That's the best practice. And the only reason why I would say you could combine the 2 is if you are solely going to look at certain products. But if you know you're going to be selecting different products and it may take you into electronics or you might be in beauty, definitely have a different account. Because again, those products are, if you're doing TikTok shop fully, then that's going to take a lot of your content from your attention from your other content pillars, the other things you want to discuss. It's all going to be TikTok shop conversation or content rather. And so just kind of keep that in mind. I would say be mindful of if you're going to do that. You said, really, how are people on their iPhones and some days on their iPads to film live? You could switch between the devices. Is that what you mean? You could switch between the devices. But if you are on on your phone right now going live, and say you had another device in your hand and you're showing your live, you're on your other account. You're not on your current account. You're on your other account showing the live on that other account. So that's what people do. Yeah. So if that's what you're saying. What is a separate account? Do you do a different account? Okay, to create a separate account, when you're in your profile, if you click your nickname at the top is your nickname. You click that, it says you can add another account there. Yeah. Miss Baskin, yes, Live Legion. Yep, that's her. So thank you so much, Nancy, for sharing a live. I see you, friend. I appreciate it. How you doing? Hello, everyone. Yes, so thank you so much. I was just catching up on comments. Yes, so that's how you do it. Let me know if you have any other questions about that, Miss Darlene. You said, Nick, you're confused about what? What happened, friend? Let me know what you're confused about. He said, I'm confused. Let me give you a real example right now. Watch this. Hold on one second. I'm going to give you a real example. Hold on. Okay. Look at this. I'm going to flip my camera around. Y'all see that lady right there? Y'all see that? Who's that? That's me live. I'm on my laptop. I just flipped my camera around. That's me real time live. Okay. So when you see people show their device, they're showing it from another page. Okay. So people may have a tablet. This is my laptop. Obviously, I can't hold it in my hand. But when they do that, they have another page. So this is a different account. This is my other account. Okay. So I'm showing you my other account, but I went to my Dr. Lisa page, and I'm showing you real time when I'm live. Okay? So that's what you're saying, friends. People do. Okay? So my other account is, I don't share the name because I don't want it to get imposters. But with that being said, it's a different account. That's my account where I do faceless. And so people have other accounts that they use. Are they always showing from a different account? Maybe I'm confused by your question. What you mean? Thank you so much, Susie. Are they? So I'm on the Dr. Lisa account right now. I'm on my phone. If I had a phone in my hand, I would be on my other page. See, now I'm confused with my confusion. You're confused with I'm confused by your confusion. If I had a phone in my hand, just imagine me having a phone in my hand, and I was like, look at this post, and I want to show you all this stuff. I'm showing you that from my other accounts so that you can see the Dr. Lisa account. Yes. So let me know if that made sense, friend. So when I said to create another account, for TikTok Shop, I just said I wouldn't do it under. So, Dr. Lisa, I have TikTok Shop. If you scroll down in my content, you see where I talk about a product. I talk about the microphone. There's a microphone I talked about. I don't continue promoting TikTok Shop on this account because my content is not talking about microphones. It's talking about going live. So there's a relationship there. Don't get me wrong. I can talk about the use of a microphone in your live journey. But at the same time, I don't want my content in my algorithm to get overtaken by shoppable videos. I just don't. So what I would tell you to do as a best practice is maybe have a separate account where you can make your TikTok shop. All those videos are your shoppable video content. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. So above your head where your nickname is, if you click your nickname, it gives you the option to add an account. You can add up to 5. And then you can switch between your accounts. On this phone, on your same device, you click and you switch over to the other account. So you don't need 2 separate phones. You could use one phone. You're just flipping between the 2 accounts. That's all. Let me know if that makes sense. We went down a path, and I was like, maybe I need to go back. Let me know if I need to go back about that a little bit more. I appreciate you. That's a good idea to have different accounts. Yeah. That's like I said, it's a TikTok shop can be a thing. Okay, now I got it. Yeah, it could be a whole thing. So I would recommend like IBF. Yeah, you just flipping other accounts. Yeah, exactly. Going to other social media, on the same phone. Teach me, I just got here. Yes. Yeah, so you could do that, and again, that's a best practice because again, as you think about your algorithm, I'm going to talk about algorithms. Let me do that because that'll be what I do today, because it's relevant in a couple different ways. So we're talking about the relevancy in TikTok Shop. You said me too. Teach me. I just got here. Is exactly what I'm going to do. I did create another account. That's it. Me too. Repeat, please. You say repeat, please. Okay, so I went to my profile. How do I find or add another account? Okay, so Nancy, let me repeat this for my other friends who just joined. So all I said to do, I was basically stating that when you do TikTok Shop, and I'm going to talk about your algorithm because I'm gonna make it make sense in a total sense for your current account. But I was talking specifically about TikTok Shop because how you doing, Dr. Peg? As you think about TikTok Shop is a whole thing. If you are doing it with intentionality and you want to do it where you're growing, okay? So if you are doing shoppable videos and content, as you do that content, it's going to be important It's going to be important for you to not confuse the algorithm too much. And so you can confuse the algorithm if you are always posting these videos on different products, and then you want to go back to maybe your other content. So you may not see the same level of engagement with your other content, or vice versa, where you may not see as much engagement with your shoppable content, because the algorithm's like, well, who's your audience? What are you trying to do? So it becomes a little too confusing. So what I suggested, this is the best practice that people do, is to have another account that you add that is focused on your TikTok shop. Now you may say, you know what? Maybe I make this current account my TikTok shop account, and then I switch the other account, the other content, to a new page. People do that too, because obviously you got TikTok shop on this account. So then you're like, okay, wait a minute. Now I got to start over and get TikTok shop on the other account. So you just have to make that decision which one you want to do. What I would say is pick them, make a decision, because if you try to do both, it will become confusing, and you're going to be like, my views, my algorithm. It's just one of those things where I really strongly encourage you to make a decision. So if you want to make a decision to add another account, on your profile, where you see your face, your profile screen, above is your nickname. If you click your nickname, because the name underneath is your username. So if you click your nickname, you click that nickname, it allows you to add another account. So you can add up to 5, and you can add another account. You do have to have a new email or phone number. One or the other has to be unique. So you're literally adding another account. So you have to have a unique phone number or email that you're going to use as the primary login, okay, for that account. So you're going to do that, and then you start a new account, new name, ideally a different niche. So don't create the same name. Don't use a different bio. It's a new account, essentially. So people say backup. Backup is fine. Just recognize you need to have a unique purpose for that account. And so just think about it that perspective. Like, this is my new account. So my other account has a different name, totally different name. It does not say Dr. Lisa. It's faceless. It does affirmations, positive affirmations, mindfulness, all that type of content. That's what I use for that page. This page is my Dr. Lisa page. And so both pages actually have TikTok shop. I'm eligible full access on both of them. I was thinking about taking my faceless page if I was going to do TikTok shop. I have not committed to that yet. But if I was going to find the time to do TikTok shop, I'll do it on the faceless page. And I would just kind of phase out the faceless stuff. But yeah, that's what I would do. I got TikTok shop pilot and didn't think about that as far as doing another account. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Yes. So in doing that separate account, you can start focusing on, if you want to make your current account that new account, and then this becomes your TikTok account, just recognize that if you're going to do it, it becomes a whole production. Which name to click on? Your nickname, the name above your head. That's considered your nickname. So that name you're going to click on, and you can add another account on the one above. You'll see where it says add another account. My phone's acting out. If I was accepted in TikTok, would it be here? This is where all my folks are. If you got accepted into TikTok shop, yeah, it would be on that account there. Yeah. Exactly. You can get TikTok shop on both accounts. You can get approved if they're personal accounts. Let me make that caveat, because somebody in here is thinking TikTok shop for seller. Not the same. That is the business side. I'm only talking about TikTok shop for creator. That's the one I'm talking about in this particular conversation. So not the people who are selling their own products. You are an affiliate. You're trying to get into the TikTok shop affiliate program. So that means TikTok shop for creators. So let me make sure if you're confused by that, and I can explain it further. This is Tommy. I was thinking creating the other account makes sense. Yeah, that's it. Is TikTok glitching? Is it glitching? Let me know if it's glitching. I have been. Yep. Ooh, Doc, I gotta process. I'm slow. Let me know if I need to repeat anything, Nancy. How would you know if you got accepted in the TikTok affiliate program? Okay. A little. Okay. Okay. So how would you know if you got accepted in a TikTok affiliate program? You would get a notification. First, ideally, you should get a notification. Here's the other way that you would know. You would actually see it. So here's where you would see it. If you go on your profile again, where your face is, okay? So where your face is, your profile page, scroll down and you should see an option for TikTok Studio on your profile. So on TikTok Studio, if you click TikTok Studio, it takes you to a back end side of your tools. That's actually at the top. You should see tools. And then if you got live access, you should see live next to it. So this is where you check to see if you have live access. So tools and live. If you got accepted into TikTok Shop, and as Nana Tracy, thank you so much. Tools and live. And so underneath there is monetization. Monetization should be an option that says not, let me repeat, you are not clicking TikTok Shop for seller. You should see an option, if you have it, that says TikTok Shop for creator. Okay? So TikTok Shop for creator means that you have TikTok Shop. Okay? For creator / the affiliate program. That's what you have. Now, if you are a business account, you may see TikTok Shop for Creator there, but the thinking is that you are a business account and you are going to work with creators to be affiliates to sell your product. So I just want to make that clear. Hopefully I didn't confuse anybody with that. But if you are a seller, a business account, you can work with affiliates. You can work with creators. So you can go in there and identify creators. So they gave you access to that, but that does not mean you're in the affiliate program. Okay. So I just want to make sure you knew that. Can you notify all your friends if you do another account? Yeah, you can reach out to people. You can reach out to people on this current account and click them and say, join me on this page. Maybe you do a duet on your other page and you share, hey guys, I'm also over here doing TikTok Shop. Yeah. You can do something like that. Yeah. So, but yeah, you can definitely do that and just notify people that way. I gotta go look, be right back. Okay. All right, awesome. If you don't have it, I typically save this for my 4:00 because I get a lot of questions about that. And so if you don't have it, I can talk about it a little bit more. How you doing, Bloom? But let me do this. I did not activate the room. There's a lot of new people in here. If you are new to my room, if you are brand new, there's some names that popped up. I was like, oh, you knew. If you knew, put new in the chat so I know who's new. Who's new? I know I've had some people come and go. We're going to talk about activating the room. We'll talk about making sure you know where to go to find your people. Because somebody said earlier they're not getting engagement. We're going to talk about that. I got DJ Butterfly. How you doing, friend? Enroll Go. How you doing, my friends? I am going to give you guys some homework. You want to have words in your bio. That's how you optimize your profile. So I want you to be intentional about making sure those words are there. Thank you, T. I appreciate you being here. So you got to have words in your bio, and TikTok knows who you are, what type of content you're going to be producing, and it gets pushed out to people who are looking for that because TikTok categorizes you. It categorizes you. And then when you're here in a live session, people look at your bio and they want to know who you are. And oftentimes they won't follow you or connect with you if you don't have words. So you want to make sure you optimize your profile with words. He said, thank you. Any last minute questions about TikTok Shop? I want to pivot a little bit, but I also want to talk about making sure you are optimizing your profile in a way that is sharing your content, doing the things in terms of your watch time to make sure you are getting to your target audience. So we're going to talk about that today. Couple things I tell people when you're new to my room, I talk about the blue boxes. I talk about that. I want to make sure you have a blue box. I want to make sure you understand what is a blue box? And so that way, when you go to your live, you can see your viewers, you can engage with them, and then you can also be intentional about how you are telling them how to support your live. So mine says TikTok Shop Creator. Is it giving me the option to join? Um, yes. Let me ask this question real quick. Do you have a business account before we go there? I just want to make sure you don't have a business account. But if it does say that, then you may have you may have TikTok Shop for Creator. Absolutely. You may be invited into the pilot program. Yeah. Yeah. So it's there. But if you have a business account, then that's probably related to the business side. Um, do you know anything about the option that asks if you want to get commissions from Great Britain? No, I don't know about other countries. I'm in the US. I'm in Orlando, Florida. And it sounds like maybe they're introducing TikTok Shop over in Great Britain. So maybe that's it. It's personal. So yeah, you got it, friend. Click it. You got it. Some products are also under that in the shop. Some products are under. Say that again. Some products are also under that in the shop. What does that mean, friend? For the seller account, what you mean by that? But those say videos eligible only. Oh, I'm not following. I'm in North Carolina. Um, I'm not following Candace, the other country commissions. Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, somebody did not have TikTok Shop. Was it Canada? I don't think they have it. So they may be introducing TikTok Shop in Great Britain. So that could be what you're seeing. Hello, friend. I see you with the hand hearts. Thank you so much. Let me say this, guys. I did not do this, and I apologize for being late about this. But it says you have to agree to terms in their laws. Yes. Yep. You always got to agree to the terms. Just recognize, yeah, that's for everything on TikTok. When you're monetizing, yeah, you got to agree to the terms and the laws for promoting products, for doing lives, all that stuff. Um, I am co-streaming really quickly. You said I always decline it. Okay. I am co-streaming on YouTube. So really quickly, I'm just going to show you real quick. Co-streaming currently on YouTube. Go over to my page. It's same name, Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. I am going to be doing an exclusive live at 6:30 only on YouTube. So I'm going to do my 4 o'clock. I'm going to get off early. And then I'm going to do my 6 o'clock, my 6:30 on YouTube. So this is another way for you to learn about YouTube. And if you're looking at this as another way to get monetize and get on this platform. YouTube takes a little longer. I tell people this is the long game, but you want to do it sooner than later so you can start this process. It takes time. You got to have 1,000 subscribers. You got to have 4,000 watch hours to go live. You got to have 50 subscribers. So if you have access or you're looking at growing, come over here, connect. And if you go to one of my shorts, because I get a notification, I will go to your short. I want you to comment. I want you to like it and then subscribe. I'll go to your short. I'll comment, like, and subscribe. So we're trying to grow. My moderator is Yes Michelle Crochets. She is awesome. She is in the chat now. She is all things YouTube. She's helping me grow my YouTube channel. She is another person you want to connect with. If you are interested in asking her questions, you want to make sure you get over there, ask questions, but you also can go to her shorts, send a comment, like, and subscribe to her channel. So subscribe to her channel as well. But she's a great person. He said, "Oh, I'm so sweet. Thank you. You're sweet too." She is a great person for giving you the tips and tricks for learning YouTube. So she is doing that for me. And then she's in these TikTok streets also. So she will help you both in YouTube, and then she's learning TikTok. So I want you all to know that. I want you all to grow. I want you to come over and like the live, but also be intentional about your growth strategy. So we're doing that too. So that is my commercial. I'm going to come back. I'm working on my thumbnail for tomorrow as well. See, there she goes. She's working on her YouTube stuff. And so I need to do better. I'm telling you all now, my YouTube is not perfect, but I'm doing it. Okay. That's the thing about it. A lot of times people wait for perfection. I'm doing it And I'm gonna fix things as they go, as I go on. It'll get better. I'm gonna improve. But the reality is that I'm doing it. So I want you to understand you got to do it first. Okay. If you wait for perfection, you'll never do it. I got TikTok first. Oh, look at you. See, friend, I'm in here. I'm here helping you all. I appreciate you. I've been thinking about that. Candace, what's that? YouTube? Yes. Get on board. It is time. I'm so old school. I might need phone call and step-by-step guide. I'm going to pivot and talk about my services. I'm going to talk about my bundle. My bundle is how you get access to me. It's a great way to leverage my support. And I do one-on-ones with my community. I'm on Instagram also. And so I'll talk about that in a second. And then I do one-on-one coaching as well. YouTube over Instagram. YouTube and Instagram for me. YouTube over Instagram. Let me explain what I'm about to say, because I think it's important for you to understand the whole YouTube. YouTube is not actually social media. YouTube is actually a search engine. It's owned by Google. People search when they go to YouTube. They search in the search bar, say they look up stuff. And so it's a search engine, and it pulls up these short form videos and long form videos. They're trying to compete with the social media, and they're doing a great job at it. The beauty of YouTube is that your content is evergreen. Somebody searches for something that you posted on YouTube in that search bar. They can find your video if it shows up in the algorithm, depending on the niche and all the other thumbnails and other things you do to optimize that video. It'll show up in their search. And in turn, if you got something you're talking about in that video that's relevant to that person, they may click your link in your bio or your product or whatever it is and purchase. So that content out there for years to come, 10 years down the road, is called evergreen because people can go back and get to it. These other social medias platforms don't operate the same way. They don't, because essentially they got some search features, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, the way YouTube is set up, it is set up to support you from decades out. Whereas Instagram, TikTok, they're pushing your content out in that period of time, and you may get another surge depending on the topic later on down the road, but not the same way as YouTube. So I would say YouTube, it's the long game. So you got to kind of get into it now with the thinking that you're going to continue to grow. It's a marathon. It is not a sprint. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're more of a sprint. You can come here and you can monetize really quickly. You know, going live is actually the first way you can monetize. You can monetize pretty well. But the others, YouTube takes longer for you to monetize. You can monetize again with your content, depending on what you're posting, what people are looking for, and if they feel like you have the solution that they've been looking for. So that's a different strategy. But yes, YouTube is something you want to be very much on your radar. Which I hopefully today got to go do the power walk and etc. Look at your friend. There we go, T. I created Instagram. I'm here on YouTube better. Yeah. So yeah, you definitely want to get onto YouTube. Definitely need step by step. Look at you, Miss Baskin. Okay, thanks. Building up TikTok and IG. There we go. Yes, I do have IG as well. So yeah, good job. Great advice sharing that. You're welcome. Blessings and peace, fam. I hope you are well. I am a little raspy. I got the daycare germs I'm battling. I'm battling the daycare germs. How you doing, Sandy Beach? I appreciate you being here. And so let's do this. I did not. So let me do this. Let me optimize the room. We're going to talk really quickly. I'm back. I got 2 accounts. Look at you. Okay, friends, let's get to chatting. I got some newbies in the room. I want to make sure I help them. He said debating on juggling many platforms if you add YouTube. Like I said, YouTube's a long game. So if you add it, just it's up to you in terms of how frequently you want to be in there. Some people best practice is like a weekly type thing where you go over there. You may post a video, post a short, maybe do a live stream. So you're not necessarily there every day, but I'm in it now because I'm trying to grow. So it's a little bit more intent that I have in terms of what I'm trying to do. But it just depends on your strategy. You don't have to do it daily, but it is something you want to put on your radar because it takes longer to build it. Okay. So when it comes to optimizing the room, my new people who are in the room, I tell you all the time, here's what I say. I say, when you come to someone's live, you just entered a relationship. Okay. You just entered a relationship. It's a three-way relationship. It's TikTok, Dr. Lisa, and you. So if you're a live host, it's going to be you and your viewers and TikTok. So you want to make sure you're engaging. Okay. There is support that you get from the viewers that will help boost your room. Tapping the screen is one of the free support essentially. When you tap the screen, right now it says I have 16.3K. If you tap, that number will start increasing. You'll see a pink heart pop up on that right there where the number is. There's a line that will start crawling across, and then the heart will get fatter, and then it'll start percolating, pick little dots out of it. And then those dots, when you let go and stop tapping, it will spray confetti on the screen. Now you see the confetti, I don't, but that is free support. TikTok sees you tapping, sees you engaging, sees that you're liking the live, and then TikTok says, okay, let me push more people in the room. So tapping is important for your live. You can tap as a live host. You can encourage your viewers to tap the live. So please tap my live. Brina, how you doing, friend? Sharing the live is the other way to support. If you share the live out, you as a live host, you want to share your own live, you can hit the arrow below where it says 147 shares, or you can click my nose, my glasses, and you can share your live out to your top supporters. And so I'm going to share my live out. And so you share your live out so people know you are here, you are actively engaging, and they can come in and support. Okay. So you share your live out. Okay. And if you come over to my YouTube channel, make sure you like the live as well. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. And so you share the live out, that gets more people in the room. And when you are commenting, you want to connect with people. You want to be intentional in what you're doing. So, for example, my friend Chantel, she just chatted with Bloom and said, Happy Tuesday, put a little rose or a little daisy. You do that. You want to connect, you want to build community. I tell people, don't try tag. So that means where she put Happy Tuesday, she put a comment. So it's important to always put a comment, always say something, because TikTok will filter you. It messes with the algorithm. Okay. As well as you always want to put a comment that speaks to hello, friend. Don't say scoop, follow, connect. Don't use those words. Use words that are really intentional about wanting to engage. Okay. So you want to be doing that as you're in a live. Those comments matter, asking questions and engaging with each other. All of that all that matters to boost the room. TikTok supports you in terms of you giving that that support to the live. The live host gets diamonds for educating, entertaining, or inspiring you. You as viewers, you get points. Okay, so I want to talk about points real quick because I want to show you. If you hit where it says 62 people in the room currently, and I tell people don't pay attention to the numbers. The numbers go up and down all the time. But I want you to pay attention to the top viewers. And then I want you to pay attention to that question mark in the corner. Because people oftentimes don't see the question mark or overlook it. And it tells you a little bit more about what's happening. So top viewers are ranked based on their likes. That's tapping the screen. The comments. Remember, we talked about engagement and the comments you're putting. The gift count. You get a point for every coin you spend. So if you spend 10 coins, you get 10 points. You spend 1 coin, you get 1 point. So coins matter and gifting matters. TikTok wants you to give because TikTok gets a percentage. So this is what TikTok is doing to facilitate this room growing, people engaging, but they want people to gift. Okay. And then watch time matters. So you're ranked based on your engagement. Thank you for the heart puffs, friends. I see you. So a couple things I want to share. So when you come into a live, the very first thing you want to do, and this is something you want to keep in mind, you want to make sure that you do a check-in. Okay. How you doing, Stacy B? I see your friend. Thank you. When you click the daily heartbeat, that's the heart plus up here by my name. The heart plus is how you check in. It's your way of saying hello. That's it. You just said hello because you came into the room to this live. You could do that for everybody else's live. You came into my room, you said hello, and you said, hey, I'm going to join your team. That's what that means. That means that you are here, you're ready to engage, you want to support, you're here to connect, you're building and being a part of the community. How you doing, Doris? Appreciate you. How you doing, Betsy? I saw your friend. And so that's a daily check-in. I say it's a daily check-in. It's called the Daily Heart Me, but it's also something you want to make sure you check out before you leave because TikTok now has points for you there. Thank you so much, Rarity. Appreciate you with the roses. You want to make sure you are checking out. So as you click the Daily Heart Me, two things that you need to know. You instantly follow the live host. It costs a coin. You got to have a coins on your account to use it. Okay. And then the third thing you need to know is that you get 45 points for it. Okay. So coins real quick. If you click the rose, I'm not sorry, not the rose, the gift box in the corner is where the bottom right-hand corner is where you can recharge. You can get more coins in the app. There's a little bit of a processing fee. So I tell people to go to the website. The website is www.tiktok.com/symbol coin, COIN. So if you go there, recharge and get coins on your account, TikTok says, okay, now you can fully engage. They'll give you a little bit more of a discount there too. So coins you need for the Daily Heart Me. Screen pops up. It says, do you want to add a comment for 30 points? So you just got 45 from clicking that. You get 30 points for adding a comment. Good tip. Thank you. You get 45 for adding a comment. 30 for adding a comment. And then once you add your comment, maybe it's good morning. How are you? Love being in your room. Whatever it is, you add a comment. And then I say, check your blue box. Your blue box is the box that has the number with it. Okay. Very good tips. You're welcome, friend. The orange heart is for the Daily Heart Me. That's the level that you're in and how you're engaging. The blue box is for you. Okay. You said, please comment. You said, always everyday information valuable. Thank you so much. Good morning. How you doing, Regina? So really quickly, if you are not sure on what the blue box is, do you have a blue box, how to get a blue box, I want you to put in the comments, blue box. We're going to do blue box today. Blue box. If you put in the comment, blue box, I'm going to then ask you to click your photo. I want you to click your photo. So that's why you got to put a comment in so you can see your comment and then be able to click your photo. Blue box, Doris. So when you click your photo, I want you then to click your mini profile pops up. Then I want you to click your level 5. Okay. You're going to click your level. You're going to click your level and then, yes, you're level 21. Yep. You're going to click your level 21 and then the screen pops up. It'll show you how many points you've collected. That's the first set of numbers. It's going to be a / symbol. It'll show you how many points you need for that next level, the total amount of points to get to that next level. And then underneath there is the difference, the experience points, those engagement points. So I want you to pay attention to how many points you need to level up. So if you are actively engaging, you are in a live, you want to level up, then you need to make sure you know how many points. So I tell people, come in, do your Daily Heart Me, put your comment in, click your blue box, know how many points you need, and then you can start engaging. Whether you, I told you TikTok wants you to give, so gifting becomes a big piece of it. That's how you get points. So you got points for sending roses. That's how you engage fully. You want to get points that way. And then when you do other comments and likes, you get points for that. So just know how to fully engage. And so if you don't have a blue box, you're going to be like, well, why don't I have live access early? You need a blue box. TikTok rewards people who are engaging. So if you come in a live and you're engaging, TikTok will give you live access early. Okay. You can actually even get TikTok shop early because of your engagement. So TikTok will give you a TikTok shop early. So the blue box is where people, when they come in my live and it's like, do I have live access? If they don't have a blue box, I typically say, thank you so much, friend. I typically say, maybe. I don't know. Depends on how many followers they have too. But really, you'll get live access if you are actively engaging, and TikTok will give it to you much sooner. It takes a lot to level up. It does. You know what? I'm on 18 too, Shay Shay. I'm just gonna say it's a lot of points. But what I do is I go to different lives and I know when I'm going to engage. So I'll go around and go to my different lives and give a little love over here, a little love over here, and then make an intentional strategy to level up. So honestly, I said the past couple of days, my son is in this wedding that's happening in 2 weeks. So I haven't had a chance to be on the TikTok streets the way I really want to. So I will be leveling up in the next time I go to a live. So I should be right there at the level up stage. But yeah, it is a thing as you start to climb. Those numbers get higher. I got you, friend. I know exactly what you mean by that. Thank you so much, Miss Darlene. I see you. You said the little one. Yes, the little one. He is going to be the ring bearer in my friend's wedding. Yes, he's going to be a ring bearer. Yeah. So, so let's do this, friends. We're going to do this all. Yeah. We'll see. We got to get him right. Hopefully he doesn't run the opposite direction with the rings. We're going to see how this goes. He can be a little wild, but we'll see. It should be fun. It should be nice. Okay, friends, I was going to talk about your algorithm a little bit, okay? Because I know that became a topic for some other people. I talked about it yesterday in my 4 o'clock. So I want to bring that to this group because you guys are my level up, okay? You guys are my level up group. I started engaging, had no clue what that meant. But you lady said high engagement with no bio. Look at you. You was 21 and you didn't have a bio at the time. That's why I teach about the bio. You need a bio. See you, Coach Miss Jessie. Appreciate you, friend. I teach about that bio. Yes, you have a lot of engagement, and you said I'm learning. That's it. You just come in and learn, friend. But you have a lot of engagement. Then it's like, okay, your profile needs to be optimized too. Dr. Lisa, you have no idea how valuable you are to us here. I've been here since January. Really? I need you have you gone live though? I want you to go live, but you gave me the headache about that bio. Yes, I did. I gave you the business about that bio. I did, friend. You need to get a bio. So and you got it now. So I love it. Appreciate you getting your bio updated. My other friends with no bio, as you come back, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna say where you didn't do your homework. You gotta make sure you do your homework. And so, what we're going to talk about really quickly, I want to make sure we talk about optimizing your profile. Okay. And I say optimizing, letting the algorithm know who you are and what you're all about. And my friend, Halleck, I don't know if you're still in the room, but she came in and she said she had a great live yesterday because she was at my 4 o'clock. And someone asked the question, who do I follow? Who do I engage with? And I paused. I didn't answer the question, to be honest with you. I deflected because at the end of the day, who I follow and engage with is not important for you if your topic, if what you're going to be doing on this app for your content and even for your live is not what you're talking about. If I'm going to use my friend, Yes, Michelle Crochets, if she's a crocheter, and she wants to engage with people to come to her live that are interested in crocheting, whether it's learning about it or having discussions about different products out there and different sales and stuff. Who she wants to engage with that community. So you need to be intentional about going to engage with the people who you want as your target audience. Okay? And so the way to find those people is 2 ways. You're either going to find it through content creation. So you're going to go to you're going to go to the home screen in that search bar. You're going to type in your topic. I use crocheting all the time. But if I was to type in crocheting, I would type in crocheting or learning how to crochet or crochet deals or whatever the case may be. I would use that and search that. And then I would engage in the content with the content there. So I would look at the content from the bottom up. because the watch time is what you're paying attention to. People are like, oh, the bottom up, what does that mean? It means that you actually watch that video all the way through and you slowly start climbing on that right hand side in terms of what you're doing. The bottom thing is the arrow where you could share it out, you could repost it, or you can copy the link. Or the next thing up is favoring it. So that means you saved it. The next thing you're going to do is comment. Comment if you know the algorithm, the words you type, you just typed, learning how to crochet deals, whatever it was, you type that. So TikTok says, okay, you must like crocheting. Interesting. Because it sees that. Where do you repost? Is that what you're asking? When you repost something, it reposts on your page. It's a tab to list all the things you reposted. So your followers, your community sees that video. Okay. They'll see that video. And so why do you repost is to get more eyes on content that interests you, but you also are telling TikTok that this is a topic that I like and I reshared it with people. Okay. So again, that's what you're doing intentionally. TikTok knows you shared it out and you're saying, okay, this is something I want to make sure you take note of, TikTok, because I like this type of content. And so somebody who's in crocheting reshares somebody who's doing crocheting. That's important. And your follower sees that too. And they see that content as well. They see that message. So again, your followers know that you repost about crocheting and they'll see that content and then they'll probably go to that post, but they may even come to your page to see what you got going on. Okay. And people will see, if that's a popular thread, people will see how the people who reposted it. Okay. So it helps you as much as it helps the creator that you're reposting. And then in the comments, I want you to write a comment relevant to that topic. So you are writing a comment, hey, I love this crochet technique you did. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of learning how to crochet. I said it twice. Crocheting when I was young and crocheting with my grandmother, whatever the case may be. But you use the words that you search based on the content or topic of this video. TikTok sees that. Now, here's what I tell people. Pay attention to the comments because those comments are the people who have the same interest as you. They're in the comments on this post, just like you're in the comments. And so those people you want to pay attention to because you don't want to leave them all behind. You want to connect with some of them. You want to heart their comment. You might respond to some of their comments. Okay. So you want to be intentional about your engagement with that topic. So that's the first thing I said. I think it's important to push being intentional and engaging, doing affiliate lives. The shoppable lives. No, not as much, because I think your messaging, the shoppable lives, your messaging is on the product. So I don't know if it's as important. I think the algorithm will put people in the room that are looking for that product, though. So if that's a trending product, a popular product, you'll see your viewership increase. So I think a lot of it is based on the product. Okay. The other thing I want you to do is as you search that topic, I want you to go to lives. So somebody asked me about my live, my people I would want to go see. I would say go to lives for your topic. So if somebody's doing crocheting lives, you can see it on that search option. It gives you the option to select those people. You say, gotcha. Yep. It gives you the option to select lives as well. So if you go into a live based on a topic, you're going for a couple reasons. I always say a couple reasons. How you doing, Tamara? A couple reasons because you're going to do your research to see how that live host is presenting the information. Are they doing anything specific? Are they doing something that you're like, oh, okay, I love the way they angle their camera when I'm trying to do my crochet activity. Okay, or their lighting, interesting. Oh, I love how they have their room set up. It's organized. So things like that you want to pay attention to. You also want to pay attention to the people who are in the comments because again, that's your target audience. I just taught y'all how to engage with each other. So you can engage with people. You could say, hello, everyone. You see what Sandy just said to Victorious? You could do that. You can engage. Okay? Just stay on topic. Just stay focused to crocheting or whatever your topic is. Stay on topic and say, "Hi, how you doing? I love this crochet community." And that's it. And you're connecting with people in a very intentional way. But you want to do that when you come into a room. Okay? And so I want you to be intentional about finding your target audience. And as you do that more and more, TikTok is going to see that and you will see your room grow. You're going to wonder why people aren't coming to your room. It's because you're not engaging with the right people. You need to get people who have that interest in your topic and that will engage with you because they want to be there. You said, "Thank you so much, Kathleen." You said, I was driving and you was listening. I appreciate you being here, friend. Good morning, Andre. I appreciate you. You did your first trial stream yesterday. Look at you. Congratulations, friend. How was it? Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions about that. Lots of good information. Appreciate you, friend. Let me know if you have any questions. I want you to go away. The takeaway from this is that you need to spend some time engaging. I would say you need to spend some time engaging before you post and before you go live. Okay? If you try this strategy, this engagement strategy for about a week, you'll see a difference. You'll see a difference in your live. You'll see a difference in your content. Just try it for about 30, 45 minutes before you do any of that. Engage. It is. It's the key. And what I'm teaching you also is that you're training the algorithm. You are training the algorithm to know what your topic is and what you're interested in. Okay. So that's part of this too. So, because what you've done is that, and I'm not telling y'all to leave my room, y'all. Don't think I'm saying leave. That's not what I'm saying. But you have probably spent some time training the algorithm on how to go live and understanding TikTok's tips and strategies. So now you need to unlearn, retrain the algorithm to say, okay, here's my topic. Here's what I'm going to be discussing on this app. Here's what I'm going to be posting about. Here's my niche. Here's my bio, how it aligns with that topic. All of that you might need to hone in on. That's where you want to spend some time. Okay. All right, friends, it is 11:30. So I'm going to take this time to pivot a little bit just so that I can have a couple meetings. And I just told y'all when I started off, I was like, I'm not efficient. I've been so inefficient with my timing. And so I need to be better. I need to get my timing better. So a couple things I'm going to do. I'm going to pivot. I'm going to talk about how I can best support you above and beyond. So this is my 10 o'clock live. It is my level up conversation. So this is the conversation where I go and share. I gave you the algorithm information, but I also support you here and beyond. Okay. So somebody asked earlier about Instagram. Instagram, I actually have a group chat over there. My Instagram content is like, I got to do a little bit better. I promote UBC. I started off as faceless. So I started with my Instagram as a faceless UBC. That's the ultimate branding course. I started it off that way. And I need to now transition it to Dr. Lisa. I have not done that process yet because honestly, I've been focusing on TikTok and YouTube. Instagram, I'm going to try to fold that in the month of May. But I wanted to get this thing going with YouTube and Instagram. YouTube and TikTok. And so that's what I've been mainly focusing my time on. But Instagram will be the next thing that I tackle because it's time to kind of focus on Meta broadly even because FB as well. So we have to see if I actually do as much there. But really wanted to make sure that I have all, when I think about having multiple streams, that's what I'm saying to you all. You got to have multiple things you're doing at one time. How you doing, Define Dana? So with my Instagram, I offer a group chat. It's a group chat to assist with supporting people as you are navigating these platforms. It's 100. I think we've gotten to like 145 people. I think we're almost at 100, it might be 144 that are over in the chat, and we are connecting, building community. We're a support system. Thank you so much. People ask questions. I chime in, but others chime in too now. I mean, there's enough of us doing this now where we all have a perspective on this, whether it's your niche or you going live or you trying to figure out how consistently to be and how to get engagement. We all have a perspective. And so I support you, but I want you to be intentional about your consistency and your engagement and your growth. So when it comes to the Instagram group, I love it over there because you can leave voice memos. So I can leave you a quick message. I can check in with you. We can chat and talk about how to support your go live experience. If you're dealing with some different type of things on your page, I can support that as well. I just posted this morning. This was my morning post about agencies. Okay. The message was do your research. You know, a lot of people get caught up on should they have an agency or they have multiple agencies coming to their live and recruiting them. I said pause, research before you jump in. I want you to take 2 weeks, okay, of kind of understanding an agency and what they have to offer. And maybe you get multiple offers and you can decide which one you want to go to, but pause before you make any sudden decisions. Okay. So that's something I just put out there because I want you all to be intentional about what you're doing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pivot because I'm going to talk about my stand store. I'm going to talk about the services I offer. And if you have questions, let me know. If you are somebody who purchased my bundle, I do this all the time because I laugh because I know there's a group of you who have not gotten into it, haven't started. And there's people who buy stuff all the time and just don't do it, don't jump in and do anything with it. But if you have my bundle and you are not in my Instagram group chat, let me know, okay? So I can add you. Okay. So that's the goal. I want you to be successful. I want you to do this. I don't want you to be the person who bought something not to use it. Okay. I want to make sure I'm supporting you in your process. So the people who buy my bundle, you get access to me. I do one-on-ones. I also, like I said, I use Instagram memo features. So I'm supporting you along the way. And then I'll also you get materials on how to become, it's a starter kit, that's what I consider it, on how to become successful essentially with offering a solution to your target audience. So I told you about how to find your audience, but I want you to be successful about talking to them and making sure you're offering the right solutions for them. Okay, whether that's a physical product or a digital product or your consultations or your membership or whatever you're offering, you want to make sure you're intentional about offering that solution. So here's what we'll do. I typically tell you in the steps of what I'm doing. So I'm about to flip my camera. So if you click my profile picture once, my mini profile screen pops up. If you click my profile again, it will take you to, as I flip my camera, to my larger profile page. Look at you. Thank you so much, Vivian. Good morning. Just passing through. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for the sub stickers. And you guys can see right here, we're going to click my stand store link. Can I click it? Thank you all. And so we're going to walk through here real quick. And I'm going to talk about things. I'm going to do quick commercials. But really, I'm going to focus on this. This is my Launch and Earn Blueprint bundle. So we're going to focus about this. I consider this the starter kit for my people who are trying to figure this thing out. But I am an affiliate for UBC. UBC, I strongly recommend if you are ready for the full package of understanding your brand and how your brand relates to this digital marketing space. I tell people all the time, they don't realize that essentially live streaming is a form of digital marketing. So that's the first thing. How you doing, Sassy? I see your friend. They don't understand that you are actually involved in digital marketing. If you are a live streamer, a live host, if you are a content creator, when you think about your brand and your brand is relating to your target audience and you're an affiliate for maybe TikTok Shop, those are all part of digital marketing. Okay. I can't get likes when I tap. Interesting. I'm not sure what's happening. You need to tap around in a different space. I'm not sure what's happening. It's working for me. Interesting. You may have to go out and in again. So when it comes to digital marketing, you got to know what you're doing when you engage in here. UBC teaches you that. It gives you all the information you need to understand how to have a brand that relates to your target audience, that resonates rather with your target audience, how to use your brand in different platforms, whether it's social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube as a platform, affiliate deals, as you're thinking about brand deals, as you're thinking about your membership. All those things are part of how you brand yourself successfully. And so they have courses and modules, and they have a community that's 54,000 people. So really, really extensive and a comprehensive program. I like what they have to offer. It is a lot. And so the person I bought my course from, she sold it to me and was gone. So what I do is I have an Instagram group chat where I'm over there giving some tips and strategies on how to get people moving when it comes to UBC and letting them know some things that I would suggest that they consider. He said, I'm loving UBC. Awesome. I appreciate that. Bountiful. I appreciate that. Have you been, I'm assuming, yeah, you've been to some of the meetings. They have one tomorrow as well, but they had the one last week where they had telling you how to earn up to 6 figures. You're taught by 7, 8 figure earners. And so you're really learning from the best who are doing it right now. And so you learn some great tips and strategies. It's about you applying it. A lot of people buy courses and don't even open up the courses, don't do anything with it. And so that's where you want to learn. You want to make sure you're attending the weekly sessions, the mindset sessions they offer. They offer other weekly Q&A sessions for people to help them get started. And then, like I said, you'll have access to me because I don't want to leave you high and dry. If you are interested in UBC, you can get the sneak peek. But just keep in mind, UBC is one of those things where I don't want you just to buy a course, just to buy a course. I want you to use it. You do become an affiliate if you are to buy it. You can resell it. But again, I think there's a lot in there that you just need to take advantage of. Okay. My bundle, I consider my bundle a starter kit because if UBC is, 40 hours of content, my bundle is going to give you 3 hours of a digital marketing one-on-one course. It's going to give you 35 minutes of a branding masterclass. It's going to give you 2 hours of a Canva course. You're going to get my playbook when it comes to how to do this over the next 30 days, especially if you're going live. And then you're going to get 46 private label right books that you can rebrand and resell if you want. It also comes with master resell, and then it comes with me too. So it's a lot in here. I'll talk about that in a second. And then you also can do my 3-page checklist. So there's people who come live and it's like, well, what do I say? How do I get engagement? What am I doing? My first question is, did you set up did you do the pre-setup? Did you turn on your content disclosure? Did you make sure you have a good title? Like, what did you do to set up your live? Then I say, okay, what are you doing your live? How are you engaging your audience? Are you greeting them? Are you connecting with them? Are you using the keywords that's going to resonate with them? And then I say, okay, what are you doing after your live? How are you looking at your analytics to support building your community? So that's important. So the 3-page checklist is there for you. And then I also have the Chat GPT guide that's going to give you 6 steps to making sure you understand how to build the right type of live stream session. Thank you so much. Terrific Tuesday. How you doing? Thank you so much for being here, Mecca. I appreciate you, friend. How are you setting up your live where you know what you're talking about? You identify your target audience. Your target audience is not just saying, who's my target audience? It's understanding the demographic. It's understanding the psychographics, how they feel, think, value. What is it about that community, your target audience? And then ultimately understanding their pain points. What are they struggling with? What are they challenged by? Like, how do you know who you're talking to as you go in your live stream? And then you want to make sure you're able to communicate who you are and what you're going to offer. Okay. So that's important because as you're pulling people into your live, you want to know you're talking to the people who really want to listen to you. Because if you're talking to everybody, then you're talking to nobody because people are not going to stay and listen. And I'll also do one-on-ones. So you might say, Dr. Lisa, I don't need all that other stuff. I need to talk to you about my specific issue. That's where this comes in. You can get a one-on-one where I will meet with you. I have a 2-for-1 package now. So I'll do that initial meeting and then I'll do a follow-up meeting. Okay. So the initial meeting is 40 minutes over Zoom and we'll talk and get to know each other and I'll brainstorm with you or give you some suggestions on improving your business strategy. And then we'll do a follow-up conversation because I want to make sure you're supported. And then finally, my free thing, my freebie. So my people who are nervous, shy, scared, trying to figure this thing out, don't want to go live. What I tell you is that when you go live, this is actually the best way to go live because people get to know, like, and trust you. Your community will come supporting you. So when you think about people who are having content out there, trying to get their content to the right people, and then ultimately they're not getting any views, not getting engagement. First of all, I would say maybe there's something going on with your content. But second of all, I would say people support people they know, like, and trust. And you get to build that when you go live because people get to connect with you, ask questions, you engage back, you're making eye contact, you're doing all the things that will support building that relationship. So, what I tell people, my overthinkers, if you are nervous, scared, or shy, it's fine, but I would say do it scared and keep doing it so you can start building that, muscle memory so that you can start connecting with your community. Okay. So that's here for you. Really quickly, we're going to tap through a couple things. The first one, this is my checklist. I tell you, it'll give you tips on what you should be doing pre-live setup, before you go live, things you need to think about during your live, things you want to focus on to facilitate engagement in your live, as well as after your live. Like, what do you want to do to make sure you're building that community? Yes, do it and keep doing it. That's it. Keep doing it. And then if you're looking for the chat guide is here. It's going to give you tips, 6 steps actually, on how to get things going in your live session so you understand your niche, who's your target audience, as well as I say have it write you an intro script so that not that you're reading a script, but you know the talking points of what you're going to share with your community. Okay? And then I want you to think very intentionally about keeping that engagement going in your room. And then finally, you're going to get you can get this free overthinking guide. And so this is what I want to share. And so this is for my people who are stressed. Oftentimes our analysis becomes our paralysis and we don't take action. So I intentionally start this off with positive affirmations. I want to change your mindset. I want you to visualize yourself doing this. I want you to have words that says, I can, I am, I must, I will. Not that I'm scared or I can't. Nobody's going to show up. I'm nervous. Those are not the words you want to share. He said, love this. Yeah, those are not the words you want to share because that's creating that negative energy. Thank you, Digital. I see your friend. Thank you, Stacy B. And then you start overthinking. You said that's a good tip, planning topic. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And then you start overthinking. And so when you think about live sessions, people have thoughts about being nervous, obviously, or thoughts about how to get engagement, or thoughts about, oh, people are not staying in the room. Those are things that are real. I'm not dismissing that. But what I would say is that that's part of the process. As you grow and you build your community, you'll see more people sitting in your room, staying, listening to you. Okay. But again, it goes back to that algorithm piece where you know who you're talking to and you're bringing those people and driving those people into your room. So I want you to recognize whatever patterns and triggers that you have that create that anxiousness about it. But also, I want you to also relax and make sure that you're putting things in perspective because you're still growing. Okay. Being authentic so people can know, like, and trust you. Yes, friend. Absolutely. Good morning. How you doing? HWF Digital Solutions. I appreciate your friend. Um, this next one is focused on, and throughout this whole workbook, it's a workbook. So throughout it, you're going to see multiple techniques to help you relax, help you take a breath. Okay. I want you to breathe. I want you to relax. I want you to create affirmations, calming spaces. I want you to give gratitude. Those are the things you're going to see throughout this book. I did that intentionally because the mind goes back and forth. I love this. Thank you so much. Where can I find it? It is in my TikTok shop. So my stand store. I'm sorry, I said TikTok shop. My stand store. I'll walk you through it in just 1 second. I'm going to walk through people back to getting it again. Hello, how you doing, Eloise? Thank you so much, friend. Such good info. You're welcome, friend. So here's what happens with how our mind operates. We go back and forth between positive thinking. So you guys are all excited. You love this particular document. You love what I'm sharing. Yeah, I'm giving great information, and you're energized possibly to go live. But you're going to leave this live, and you're going to like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to do all that. I'm not going live. I don't have time. All the things. So that's how the mind works. We'll say something positive, and then the mind, that cognitive distortions will pop in and say, I ain't doing all that. I can't do that. Or I'm not like her. Or I can't do this. Energized, but still nervous. Yeah. And the nervousness takes over. The nervousness totally paralyzes you from taking action. It's so true. That's exactly what happens. So this mindset, I call it a mindset book. It's a goal setting, but it's a mindset book too, because I want you to shift your mindset. So a couple things that are in here. The first thing that's here is hobbies, finding hobbies. It's a great stress reliever. However, I love this because it actually is perfect for going live. When you think about all the different things that you're probably doing that would be great for a live setting, my gardening is huge on TikTok. The book talk, the novelist, the publishers. That's really good. My knitters, my crocheters, my jewelry makers, my artists, the people who are doing music, singing, dancing. We know that's huge. So you can just bring a hobby or something you're doing already to this space. Don't feel like you have to reinvent something. So I put that in there because I want you to think about hobbies intentionally as a relaxation, but I also want to plant the seed that there's probably something you're doing that would be awesome for the space. The other thing that people do, and this is where the cognitive distortion comes in, people say, oh, I don't have enough time when to go live. Oh, my physical space, I don't have the right space set up. Oh, my kids, my significant other, my parents, whatever the case may be, you create these other things. Thank you so much, friend. You create all these excuses that say you can't do it, and you need to create the boundaries. You got to set boundaries. I've gone live twice, but I just did it messy. But so stayed for over an hour. Look at you. That's it. That's it. That's it. As you do it, Candace, awesome. Thank you, friend. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, do it messy. Do it afraid. You said your hubby is a photographer. That's awesome. Yeah. Do it messy and afraid. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much, Sandy. I appreciate you. Candace, yes. So I want you not to overthink this. I want you to set boundaries. And then I ultimately want you to be intentional. Just do it. Yeah. You said I was messy last night. That's okay, friend. You did it. And then I want you to create affirmations. And then you're going to create common space. But guess what? You're going to do those affirmations and common spaces. And then what's going to happen? Cognitive distortions. I put this in here in this book intentionally this way so you can see how the mind works, because the mind says, oh, I'm relaxed. I did these affirmations. I'm calm. And then what starts to creep in? Oh, I failed once. I'm going to fail again. Oh, I'm not perfect. I'm not like Dr. Lisa. Not that I'm perfect. I'm a hot mess too, but I'm not competent. I'm not an expert. All the things we say. Look at your level 15. Awesome. Thank you, friend. All the things we say that stops us from doing it. And so those cognitive distortions will creep back in and start making you feel insecure, inadequate about what you're doing. And I tell you, identify those. make sure you recognize when it happens, and make sure you go back to your, your positive affirmations so that you can shift your mind, so that you can do this and do it consistently. Dr. Lisa, okay, one second. You said I had a type of a TikTok agency reach out to me to help me with my lives. What do you think? You know what? I just posted about this, Celine. I just literally posted about TikTok live host agencies. So here's what I said in the post. I said, do your research. So go on the home screen, reach out to them. On the home screen, put the agency's name there and research them and see if people have posted videos about them. Oh my God, literally the post this morning is about live host agencies. Yeah. And so I said, do your research. I also said, ask the agency questions about, again, what's in it for them, what's in it for you, how are they going to support you, all the things that hopefully they'll be very transparent and honest about what they're offering. But I also cautioned yesterday, I was talking about this, also cautioned with jumping into the first one and maybe seeing if a few more come into your live, and then you can determine which one you want to go with. And so if you do about 2 weeks of research first, and then you have 15 days to get out. So there's a 15-day out clause. And so if you don't like an agency and if you're going live daily, you can then make a conscious decision to say, okay, I'm ending this relationship. Pay attention to the red flags. So I'm ending this relationship. And maybe you had another agency you might have wanted to try. You can do that too. You can switch to the new agency. So just take advantage of that time to research and then wait. Make a decision if you want to continue with agency, but get out when you can. Yes, that's what they said. Yep. That's good. That's good. That's good advice if they're saying the same thing. So really quickly, the last couple things in here are relaxation. So it's the mindset shift, relaxation, because your body gets tense when you're stressed. I want you to have gratitude. So express gratitude. Make sure you are grateful where you're at this time in your life, and you can do this. And then identify those coping strategies. And then finally, I want you to set goals. Okay. So my people who don't have a bio, it's time to set a bio. Create your bio, optimize your profile. If you do not have, if you don't have Go Live access, you want to intentionally engage so that you can get enough followers to get Go Live access or get your blue box. Okay. And then when it comes to going live, I want you to go live. You got to do 3 lives, separate days, and for a total of 30 minutes to get full features of the live features. So being able to pin a comment, being able to do some of the other enhancement features, a co-host and a guest. You got to do 3 lives before you can unlock some of those features. So I want you to do that. And then want you to come up with a weekly schedule and then ultimately a daily schedule. Okay. So that is the mindset shift that I want you to have when you're doing this. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions. Good morning. How you doing, Jamie Lee? I see you. Salvi Mom. How you doing, friend? Come on in. Thank you for joining. Okay. So with that particular, I'm going to show my bundle. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well. My voice is a little scratchy today, but it's all good. Preschool germs. Mimi, how are you, friend? Thank you for coming on in as well. So I'm going to show you the bundle. We're going to walk through the bundle. The bundle is on sale. It's normally $127. Look at that. I appreciate you all. Which course do I take if I want one-on-one coaching to learn TikTok? You said, which one do I sign up for? Friend, one-on-one. Do a one-on-one session with me. You'll get 2 sessions. We'll do 2 sessions. We'll talk and chat through. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll do the one-on-one that way. So, and you can schedule it. I think I have 3 weeks of appointments out there. So you can schedule it. Thanks. You're welcome, friend. So if you click my photo right here, click my photo, my mini profile pops up. If you click my profile again, it's going to take you to my main profile. And we're going to walk through this really quickly because I'm going to show you the bundle and show you what you're getting with the bundle. And then I did the UBC conversation. So if you want to grab the sneak peek, you can grab it right there if you want more about UBC. Such a sweetie. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then that's the bundle. And this is how you get into my Instagram group chat. It's also, which some of the people in the room who just came in, they're part of the IG group. So like I said, it's about, gosh, I think we're almost at 145 that's in there. I'm liking your short hair. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. That is, I had the vacation here in for about a month. Now, I told you earlier I'm doing this wedding in a couple weeks. It's not this weekend, it's the following weekend. And so I'm probably going to put the vacation hair back in. I'm going to do that just to make life a little easier for me. But I'll probably put it back in. But we'll see. We'll see. And then I don't keep it in long. It actually stayed in pretty long for me because of my I get a little, I don't like having it in super long. It just gets annoying over time. So I'm so used to my bun and pulling it up. Okay. So here, friends. Oh, yes, Michelle Crochets, you came over. Let me do this real quick. She is my moderator for YouTube. So if you want to connect with her, she's in the chat right now. You can connect with her and she will, if you want to follow her and connect, she's also on YouTube and very active over there. She's building her community. She knows a lot. She's helping me with YouTube. And so what I will say, this is a person you don't want to leave the room without. Okay. And then if you go to my channel and her channel, my channel is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. So it's the same name as here. So Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. If you go there and go watch one of our shorts, put a comment in and like and subscribe to our channels, we in turn will do the same for you. We want you to grow. We want you to be successful. And a lot of it is you can go live with 50 subscribers, but you need the subscribers. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to make sure we're supporting people. Okay. So definitely connect with her and she can answer questions about YouTube as well. And I am doing tonight, you say heading back to your playground. Awesome. Tonight I am doing at 6:30 an exclusive YouTube only live. So I'm going to be on YouTube and I'm going to go live on YouTube. I'm not going to co-stream like I do here. What's her name for you? What's her name for you? My name is Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Michelle is yes, Michelle Crochets. Is that what you're asking? Let me know if that's what you're asking. But I'm going to do a YouTube and I'm just going to talk you through what's happened in the last, it's been almost 4 weeks that I've been on YouTube doing the co-streaming. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. And so it's been almost 4 weeks. So I want to make sure I share out what's happening. I want to support you guys over there. And I'm teaching about Gear Talk tomorrow night. Awesome. Is this 6:30 for subscribers? No, it's on YouTube. It's not going to be subscriber only. It'll be open. Let me do a sticker real quick. I should promote that. I know I'm at the end of my live because I'm only going to talk for another 15 minutes or so. And I got another thing going. My subscriber only live is tomorrow. Thank you for sharing that. Tonight is YouTube exclusive. I'm going to say YT exclusive. Okay, so now y'all see that. So that's YT exclusive. So it's only going to be on YT, my YT channel at 6:30. That is tonight. So I'm going to leave that sticker there because I'm going to have it for tonight when I do my 4 o'clock. And then tomorrow, I'm supposed to be doing a 5 o'clock battle. We'll see if that gets confirmed. I'll put that out there. And then at 6:30 tomorrow, I have I'll have my sub only live. So I'm busy over the next couple of days. I'm going to be super, super busy, but that's okay. Naturally, Macca, you bought the bundle? Oh my gosh. He was like, you had it on the screen. I just bought that bundle because I need you. Look here, friend. So go over to the Instagram. I'm going to walk through the bundle real quick. Go over to the Instagram and make sure you you follow me on Instagram. It's Dr. Lisa Launch Your Income. Follow me over there. Message me, and I will add you. Okay. 5 p.m. tomorrow. What time zone? Eastern. I'm on the East Coast, friend. Eastern. Yeah. Yes. Not sure if it's the same for my other page. What's that mean? Say that again. Message me. Message me. I know people's names are different on different social media, so that's totally fine. If you say I'm the person, just put your name here from TikTok and put the name that you purchase under. That's the name I really need. So whatever name you use to purchase, just say I purchased under this name in the message, and that'll be good. Mecca. Okay. So awesome. Thank you. So yeah, put that in. Message me over there, and then I will add you. Okay. Perfect. I appreciate you, friend. Okay. So really quickly, let me tell you guys what you're getting. So this is what's called master resale rights. So this is 100% yours. Okay. 100% yours. And you can rebrand it and resell it. So that's the first thing. Miss Deals and DYIs. Okay. Awesome. Okay. I'll find you. Well, message me because I probably won't find you, but message me. Okay. Good morning. How you doing? So what now? I love it. Thank you so much. And so here's what comes in the bundle. It comes with Digital Marketing 101. It's going to teach you the fundamentals of what's in what it means to be in digital marketing. I told you live streaming is a piece of it. I told you doing your content creation, that's a piece of it. Doing affiliate marketing, that's a piece of it. TikTok Shop, that the affiliate program, that's a piece of it. When you think about brand deals, all this is digital marketing. Whatever you're doing digitally, she is a good mentor. Thank you so much. Whatever you're doing as a digital creator, is digital marketing. You are marketing your brand. So that's why I really want you to understand how your brand matters. And so this is all what you're going to learn. So like I said, this is a mini course. This is a starter kit. If I think UBC is like the ultimate, it is the ultimate branding course. If it is your Cadillac, this is going to be your reliable vehicle. This is going to get you what you need. Love the way it's laid out. You're welcome. Appreciate your friend. And then you have your branding masterclass, because again, I want you to understand how to brand yourself. What does it mean to know your logo, your font, the colors that resonate with your audience? Okay. And then you have your Canva mastery. So Canva is pretty much the premier design tool. So it's 2 hours and 5 minutes of understanding how to create products on Canva. So that's what you're going to learn. Recognizing that Canva is about to be so different. They're launching, they're launching their AI products later this year. And essentially, it's going to change the game. All you really are going to need to know is how to do a good prompt. That's how magnificent it's going to be. I sat in on their annual conference, their virtual meeting, and it's going to transform how you think about design. Unfortunately, it may even take some people out of a job when you think about having that type of resource at your fingertips. So it's going to be interesting, but it's going to be super convenient and a great resource for all of us. The other things I can't let information overlap and stop me. There we go. That's it. You got to keep going. I love Canva. I use it for all of our marketing. Yes. Yeah. So it's going to be so much more efficient with the rollout of their Canva AI tools, Canva coding tools, all those things. So you're going to see a total different platform. The playbook is the next thing. I talk about the playbook because I want you to do this over the next 30 days. I want you to go live. I want you to talk to your audience. I want you to get acclimated to the platform. And then in turn, I want you to see how you're able to offer a solution. So you're going to be working behind the scenes. You're going to do your digital marketing 101 course, your branding masterclass, and the Canva course week 1 so that you can create your brand. Week 2, I want you to work on creating your solution, your products, whether it's a physical product, digital product, consultations, whatever you're going to do. I want you to create that week 2. Week 3, I want you to then create your storefront. I use Stan. You might use Beacon, System.io, Shopify, Etsy if you have physical products. all that is what you're going to do in week 3. You're going to add your products and then create your email flows. And then week 4, I want you to launch. And just keep in mind, you have these other PLR, those are called private label rights, ebooks that you can rebrand, put your name on, and sell immediately. You don't have to make any major changes. 100% yours. So this bundle comes with all that. And then finally, it comes with my Instagram group chat. Like I said, it's we're almost at 150. So it's a lot of people over there connecting, as well as you have me. So I want you to understand all that comes with this particular bundle. I don't want you to feel like you're going to be lost and you don't know how to start. You can message me. You can connect with me. I do one-on-ones with my people who have the bundle. That's part of the packet too. Okay? Because I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, how do I get started? But I do want you to feel some level of support. And so you can do a quick meeting with me, or you can message me in the app on the Instagram platform. Learn and implement on repeat. There we go, friend. That's it. Just keep going. Rinse and repeat. Okay, so if you bought this, I'm just going to click to this real quick. So I want to make sure I get off, but I also have a meeting too that I got to run to. Okay. If you purchase, you got this confirmation page. Stan Store in particular is who's going to send you an email. They'll come from Stan. Once you purchase, they actually ask you, do you want to download? And so you could download this. I tell people you do have another email, so it is an email. It came from Stan, but these are your clickable links. These are your clickable links, okay? So Digital Marketing 101, your Branding Masterclass, your Canva Mastery, your Digital Products Playbook, and then you have your Launch Profit Pack. Thank you so much, those who've come in. I see you. How you doing? Vibe Wellness Girl, a wellness woman. I don't know why I say girl, because I know there's other people who have girl in their name. But hello, friend. How you doing? Good morning, everyone. How you doing, friend? So these are clickable links. The other thing that is here, because I don't want you to say, oh, I listened to Dr. Lisa. Girl, it's okay too. It rolls off my tongue that way when I say it. But I know that is not what you are. You are all woman. I appreciate your friend. Let's see. So if you purchase this, it also has a YouTube video where I go over these links, because I want you to know you can go back and get this information from me. It is in the YouTube video that I click each of these links for you. So you have that available. And then you also can, you also should go on Instagram, follow me over there, send a message, and I will add you to the group chat. So that's how it goes. I send you a welcome message and all that stuff. So I want you to feel support. I want you to connect. And Vibe Wellness Woman is in the group, and she is active. She is active in these TikTok streets, and she is going live. Are you going live? What time do you go live, Vibe Wellness Woman? What time do you go live? Are you going live sooner than later? And so she's somebody else you want to connect with. She's helping people, especially think about life as you go through different milestones in life, as we're aging, as women in particular, as we're aging. And so she has a lot of good content supporting you in those different phases and transition as more mature women. So I appreciate you being here, friend. Let me know if there's any questions. I'm going to click these. I think I'm going to spend 5 more minutes. I'm going to click through these links real quick, just so I can show you guys what you get with all this. You do need the Canva free account. So all this is on Canva. I'm clicking edit the template, and essentially it's going to walk you through. It's 112 slides. It goes in presentation mode because it's video and audio and video. I should say it the reverse. Audio and video. That's going to walk you through. And then you hit present. Walk you through what you just got and teaching you about digital marketing for beginners. Okay. So again, this is teaching you the fundamentals. I want you to be successful. Okay. So how you can get into this space, how you can start creating your solution for your community. Okay. Hello. How you doing, friend? And then it goes into mindset. We start off with mindset, and then we go into the digital marketing PLR. So all this is here for you. He said, thanks. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Look at you leveling up. And so this is the digital marketing 101. I don't want to overwhelm you because I tell people it's 3 hours. Not that you should sit there for 3 hours and listen to this in one sitting, but definitely break it up. You probably could do day one, go for 45 minutes or so. Day two, you could do another 45 minutes. Day three, do another 45 minutes. And then day four, you can do what's remaining and then do your branding class. So the branding class is only 35 minutes. So you just break it up so that you can essentially not be overwhelmed by doing it. Okay, take notes, feel comfortable engaging with the content as you are testing things out, trying to figure out how to write your brand, what colors resonate. Use ChatGPT to help you as well. Those are all the things you can do so you can be effective. So this is a 35-minute course. If you have Canva Pro, you have the option, because I have Pro, that's where the little crown is. You can create your logo and put your what's called a brand kit and create that so that you have all the information right at your fingertips in Canva. And then you're going to learn Canva. So this is um, a 2 hour and 5 minute course. So it's going to really teach you about Canva. Okay. And so Canva's going to be making some updates soon. So I want you to know that, but it's 2 hours and nearly 5 minutes. And so you're going to learn all about how to use Canva. You can go in, you can erase backgrounds. There's so many different features. And they've added app partners. So there's multiple other apps that you can leverage as a partnership with Canva. And then here's the playbook. Oh, go back. I'm sorry. Here's the playbook. And this is where you get this information here. And I already kind of ran this down where I wanted you to realize week one, you are creating your brand. Week two, you are creating your products. Week three, you are creating your storefront. And week four, you're launching. Okay? So I want you to use this because I tell people if you are somebody's like, okay, Dr. Lisa, I don't want to do the audio. I don't want to do this audio, video, digital courses. I just want the playbook. You really could do the playbook. The playbook is going to get you up and running. I tell people, go back and look at this because this gives you all the background, all the context, because I want you to have as much information as possible so you understand how to do this and engage with it fully. That's the thing. A lot of people give up or don't start. So you got to be in it if you want to see any change and success happen. Okay. So this is going to be 5 pages of clickable links. Okay. These are all clickable links for you. So I will click, I'll click this first one because I like the mindset, but I want to show you in real time what you're getting. Because a lot of times we don't realize these are what's called private label right books. These are 100% your books. You can use these books. You can use these images. If there's anything that you like about them, the covers, you can totally take them and make your own books with them. So I share this with you because I want you to see what's in here. But I also want you to see the type of content in here. Okay? Because a lot of people will get the book and not even engage in the materials. So this is going to help you with your mindset. I want you to be intentional about having the right mindset for this. And then there's a ChatGPT prompt. I want to show this one to you because this is 23 pages. And not that you have to use chat, but I like it because it has the breakdown of all the prompts. So it is 23 pages of content. And so these are different prompts. It gives you all the different prompts, brainstorming prompts, content writing prompts, social media prompts. All that's in here for you. Okay. So I want you to be, again, intentional. Product design prompts. So if you're like, okay, what do I do? How do I create something? chat or Gemini or Copilot, you got to use the AI. If you're not using the AI, then you're behind. You got to use the AI and just come up with the right prompts. And then these other ebooks are in here for you as well. Okay. So these are all different ebooks. And then you get into 2 pages full of different product, digital product ideas. So I want you to know there's ideas out here. You say, wow, what value? Yeah, yeah. So all that's in here. Let me stop there because I'm looking at the time and I actually have to get off. But let me know if you have any questions. That's all in there. My 10 o'clock, like I said, 10 o'clock is when I do this conversation. The bundle will be available to about 2 o'clock for the price that it is. It's $127 normally. It is $57 doing this live. So that's where you want to grab it. If you're going to try to grab it now. And then, which bundle is it? It is, you know what? Let me walk you to it real quick. If you click my profile picture here, my mini profile pops up. If you click my profile again, my profile picture, it's going to take you to my main profile. And on my main profile, you see my Stan Store link. It's under my bio. If you click the link, we're talking about this bundle here, the Launch and Earn Blueprint bundle. So that all came in the bundle. That's what you were looking at. Okay. So like I said, I'll be there to about 2 o'clock. I'll change it. And if you, like I said, it's normally 127. It comes with me. I do meetings with my people who get the bundle. If you need support, you're putting an Instagram group chat. Those are all the things that I'm offering. I want to make sure people feel supported and encouraged, essentially, to kind of keep going. And that's what the group is doing. There's a lot of good people encouraging folks. So I love that. And at the end of the day, you don't know what you don't know. So sometimes you just need someone else to tell you, hey, here's how you do it. Or here's something I did that was the best practice and it worked for me. So that's what you get with the group. And then you also get me to help you with your strategy and support you and answer questions too. So sometimes you're like, oh, I'm having problems here. I'm going to get off this call and there's some messages for me. I know it is. There's some people who need some help. I know I'm here to help you. So I'm going to check my messages. Then I have a meeting to go to. So I am around, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to jump off. I appreciate you. I will be back at 4. And make sure you go to my YouTube. That's what this sticker is about. I'm going to have a YouTube exclusive tonight at 6:30. I'll do my 4 o'clock, go live with ease. I'll do that, but I'll also do a special 30 minutes. It's not going to be super long for YouTube as well. Okay. Hello, friend. Hello. Thanks. You're welcome. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much. How you doing, Prophets? I appreciate you. Let me know if you guys have any last minute questions. Wilkie, thank you so much, friend. How you doing? And so let me know if you have any last minute questions. And I'll be back today at 4. And we'll talk about going live with ease. We'll make sure you go live. And I can answer any special questions that you have as well. All right, friends. Take care. Bye-bye. My YouTube friends, thank you so much. I appreciate you all being here. Thank you for joining. If you're still on the live, make sure you like it. But I appreciate you being here for me. And we will chat later today when I do my YouTube exclusive. All right, take care. Bye-bye.